And next topic we are having the root pressure. Okay, here a root pressure, which mean you have to take care of one plant. Just imagine this is a one plant. Now we are going to cut it down the plant part. Here they are having a root, right? Here they are going to cut the plant body. What will be happen? They are excrete some of the, when you are cutting the root, when you are cutting the plant body, they are excrete some of the water, right? So that is the major theme of a root pressure. Okay, va? Here a root showing some of the pulling movement to the water. They are transport to the uphill part of a plant body. மேலே இருக்க leaves பார்ட்டுக்கும் என்ன பண்ணும்? Just they are carrying the water. So they are showing some of the movement. That is the root pressure. For an example, just imagine this. This is a cell body, that is a plant body. Here they are having a root hair, and this is a soil particle. They are having some energy. They are given ions. Okay, now ions molecule are move into the root hair. Okay, now they are move into the root hair. They are carry the iron material to the cortical cell. We already said that cortical cells, right? They are carried to the cortical cell and move to the xylem part. Okay, here this is the xylem part. Now the xylem increase the water pressure. They become a turgid, which means they are increasing the surface area. Okay, they are showing some of the pressure in the xylem. They are transporting water, that is the iron and water material, to the entire parts of a body, that is a plant body. So they are showing some responsible for the pushing movement of the water. So that's it for a root pressure. Okay, what will be happen? Water enter ஆகுது root hair வழியா. They are moved to the cortical cell and finally they are reaching the xylem. அந்த xylem என்ன பண்ணும்? Just they are showing the pulling movement. Okay வா, pressure கொடுத்து water எல்லா and here next topic we are having the uptake of minerals. Okay, here uptake of minerals, which mean here plants are taking the minerals in the soil particles. Okay, first imagine, just imagine that this is here a root body and they surround, and you know that this is the soil. Okay, minerals are usually present in the soil surface. Okay, here and now a plant is depends on the mineral from the soil. The plants are depends on the mineral from the soil. That is the first one. Plants are depends on the minerals from the soil, right? Why they are needing minerals from the soils means they are needing nutrition for the nutritional purpose. Okay, for nutritional requirements. And here all minerals they cannot passively absorbed by the roots. Okay. The first thing is what? A plant depends on the minerals in the soil for a nutritional purpose. Here, all minerals enna pannadhu, they cannot passively absorb. Here they are having two factors. Okay, two factors. The first one is, we already say no, minerals are present in the soil. How they are present na? In the form of charged ions. Minerals are present in the form of a charged ion. They cannot move across the cell membrane. Here, they cannot move across the cell membrane. Okay, and here the concentration of minerals usually The concentration of minerals in the soil. A concentration of an example, just imagine this is a charged particle, we say no. And here a concentration of minerals in the soil usually lower than the concentration of minerals in the root body, so that they are absorbing a more energy particles in the soil. Okay, and with the help of they are showing some movement, that is a pulling movement. In the time they need some energy in the form of ATP. You know that what is the ATP? That is the adenosine triphosphate. Okay, they are just absorbing the minerals in the soil. Here a root surface through the cell, that is a cytoplasm of epithelial cells. Rootல இருக்க epithelial cells மூலமா soilல இருக்க energy particles absorb பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கும். Okay, அப்படி absorb பண்றச்ச they need some energy, right? So that they are using the ATP energy to absorbing the energy particles in the soil. Okay, அப்படி absorb பண்றதுக்கு ஒரு they given a one name for that, that is the transpirational pull. Okay, so this is a so this is the first and second factors of an minerals, that is a uptake of an minerals. Okay, first factors we say no, the minerals are present in the soil in the form of charged ions. Okay, and here next one is a concentration of minerals in the soil usually lower than the concentration of minerals in the root, so just they are absorbing the charged particles. Okay, at the time they are showing some of the pulling movement and they are using some energy, that is the ATP. So this is the uptake of minerals in the soil. Okay, let me go on next topic, translocation of minerals ion. Here next topic we are having the phloem transport. As you know that what is the transport of phloem? Here a phloem transport the food materials. Okay, the first thing is a food is synthesized in the leaves of a plant. Just imagine this is the leaves of a plant. Here they are transported through the phloem. So a food is to be synthesized in here. Okay, so and here stored in the phloem. Just imagine this is the phloem part. Now a food is to be stored here. They are having this phloem part, they are having a food. Leaves are synthesize the food. Okay, the first thing, a food is synthesized by the leaf as they are transported through the phloem in the entire parts of a body. Here they are having a two direction and unidirection also. Whether they are transporting to the parts of a plant, all the parts of a plant, or in a unidirection, they are just storing a food material when they are needed also. Okay, the first thing is a food is transported through the sieve element. Here they are having a pores, open pores. Okay, that is a sieve element or sieve plate they are given. There is a sieve element or sieve plate. Okay, in that cytoplasmic stands pass to the pores. This is the cytoplasmic, right? Each cell they are having a jelly-like section of cytoplasm. In that phloem, this is a cytoplasm part. They are food is stored here. In that cytoplasmic stands pass to the pores. Just imagine like this. They are transported through the pores in that sieve plate to the sieve plate, and phloem transport the source of food. Just they are stored for when they are needed, they are just transported. Okay, and they are transport the food to synthesize. Here they transport the food. It is synthesized by the, we already said na, they are synthesized by the leaves and stem. Okay, when they are needed only they are just transport the food, but source of thing is reversed also. Okay, and here reversed mean it depends on the season of a plant need. For an example, if they are having some tuber plant, they are storing a food to be here only. Okay, otherwise they are not having a tuber plant, they are transporting all parts of a body plant. So they are having a two direction. A first one is the bidirectional, and next one is the unidirectional. Okay, here a bidirectional, which means a food is synthesized by the leaves, they are transported to the entire parts of a body, that is a bidirectional, and unidirectional, the contrast movements of the always in the xylem, that is the upward. Okay, for example, tuber plant, or they are having a fruits na, the fruit is synthesized in the fruit body, right? So that is the what? A unidirectional. Okay, and so that's it for an phloem transport. A first thing is a fruit is synthesized by the leaves or transported to the phloem, either area of requirement, or stored in the phloem part, that is a sink. They have given a name for that is a sink part. Here a phloem tissue composed of the sieve element, this is a sieve element, they are having an open pores. Through the pores they are having a plates, otherwise they are given a name also, right? A sieve plates. Okay, the phloem transport the food from the source of a sink, source of a plant to synthesize the food is leaves of plant or stem, they are synthesize the food. Okay, where they are needed, just they are transport the food material to the phloem sink. Here a source of a sink is responsible for the relationship is variable, right? They are having a two direction. A first one thing is a bidirectional, and next one is the unidirectional. A bidirectional, which means they are having a upward and downward movement, and unidirectional means either they are upward or either they are downward. Okay, so that is the unidirectional. Okay, so that's it for a phloem transport. Here next topic we are having the translocation of sugars. Okay, translocation of sugars. Here sugars is the food material, as we know that in the plant where the food material is passing is taken place in that phloem part. Okay, here this is the what? Phloem. Okay, we already said that they are having a sieve element that is helpful to passing of a food material, and next one in the vascular system they are having another part also, that is the xylem part. Okay, this is the xylem. Here in the xylem help to transport the water. Here in the phloem help to transport the food materials. Okay, here food material are synthesized by the leaves part. They are prepared as a glucose. It converted in the form of sucrose when at the time of an photosynthesis. Photosynthesis time, this they are converted in the form of sucrose, and now sucrose particles are entered into the phloem part by the companion cell. They are having in the phloem part. Through the companion cell, they are just enter into the phloem part in the form of osmosis. We already said that what is the meaning of an osmosis? A moving of molecules from the higher concentration to lower concentration. At the time they are having a one sieve element. Here this is a sieve element, that is the companion cell. With the help of a sieve element they are entering into the phloem part. Here they are receiving the sucrose at they are reaching the equilibrium stage. Okay, now they are having a full amount of sucrose. At the time they are having a high pressure in that. As their osmotic build-up, their water get enter into the phloem part. Same like that here we say no osmosis. Here also they are having an osmotic layer. It is a semi-permeable membrane. Through the semi-permeable membrane, a water get enter into the phloem part. Now they are get diluted. A sucrose part get diluted and they are enter into the another sink portion. And where they are needed, they are get stored. For an example, they are needed in the fruit part. Okay, just imagine this is a fruit part, and now the food is travel and they are stored in the fruit part. Okay, and this is a fruit part. When they are needed, just they are stored and utilized there. Okay, as the sugar is removed, now the sugar is stored here, so water again decrease the pressure, so water moved out from the phloem. So here next topic we are having the addition and cohesion. Here addition and cohesion, which means a force of attraction. Okay, there is a force of attraction between a water molecule. That is the meaning of addition and cohesion. Here water molecules are present in the xylem part, as you know that in the continuous format because of that force of attraction in the addition and cohesion. Okay, let me see that one by one. The first one is a cohesion. In this cohesion, a force of attraction between the water molecules. Okay, that is the cohesion. And next one we are having the addition. Here addition, which means the force of attraction between a different molecules. Okay. The force of attraction between water and different molecules. Water plus different molecules. For an example, let me see the one by one. The first one is a cohesion. We say no, a force of attraction between a water molecule. Just imagine this is the water and this is the water molecule. Here they are having a force of attraction between water molecule with the help of an hydrogen bond. Okay, this is the water and this is also a water. Okay, here a cohesion is force of attraction between a water only and they are not involved any another particles. And here addition, here force of attraction between water and different molecules. Here this is the water and plus the attraction between different molecule. For an example, leaf part. Okay, and this is the addition. Here a force of attraction between water and different molecules. That is a leaf part, that is a different. Okay, so they are having an attraction together. So that is the meaning of an addition. Okay, so that's it for a force and that is the cohesion and addition. Okay, let me move on next topic. And here in the Asian staff they are having another topic also. That is the last one. They are having a transpirational pull. Last one is transpiration pull. Here in this transpiration, the transpirational pull they create in the stomata part. For an example, this, just imagine this is the stomata. They are attached to the stem part. In the stem part, they are having a xylem part. A xylem, as you know, that they are responsible for the transport of water. Okay, here a stomata create the vacuum, so they are sucking the more number of water through the transpirational pull. Okay, it just raise the water from the root part to an entire parts of a body. It get rise the height, even the tall of a plant. For an example, coconut tree, just they are absorbing the water from the root and transport to the entire parts of a plant body in the tallest one, tallest plant, right? So due to the reason of a transpirational pull. So that is for the transpirational pull. So we are complete our topic of Asian of SAP and its events of an overview. Okay, let me move on next topic.